Right, long time no video. Didn't do a video for several days. I tried to do one on the weekend for my portfolio update. Just got slaughtered with some distractions. Anyway, on that Friday, by the way, one of the reasons I really wanted to do a video, not just because I like my weekly portfolio update covering all the miners. I think it's your favorite video too. But also look at this DXY Friday close. This candle here right on the descending. Let me zoom out. Look at that. Very significant. I thought that Monday, Tuesday, we would breakout and start testing 105, which for me is the real confirmation of the breakout of this descending, because you never know if you're off by a millimeter. To be honest, it had not closed on a daily candle outside of the descending. I thought it would just happen straight away. Wasn't the case. And right now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we still haven't closed outside this descending. Very, very interesting stuff. But regardless, gold is, I mean, today made the best close it ever has, right? At 21.90 something. Incredible. So it's really good. The gold is just going up despite the DXY strength. So I think that's better that gold goes up with the dollar than if it goes up due to the dollar's weakness, So imagine the dollar actually starts to get weak and starts to go down to below 100, who knows, even low 90s and very long term 70s. I mean, that's gold 10,000, given how strong it is with this pattern here. But still, it's worth noting that the DXY is strong. It's any day possible. It could possibly close above 104.5 and then go straight to 105 and then basically make a beeline towards 107. I don't know if we'll get there. I mean, but yeah, something to worth noting. The DXY is really very close to closing above this descending. I think it's worth taking note of. But so is the gold's strength despite that. Now, despite the dollar strength, yields are not exactly strong. They are middle of the range. They met this sort of resistance up here, 4.5 on the 30-year. And I think we may get some support if it goes all the way back down here on this ascending. But this is getting tighter and tighter, this little pennant. But if the DXY does go up and start to break out a little bit more, I would expect yields to go up with it this time. So I just expect yields to curl and go back up. I don't know if they'll break out, but if the dollar starts to go up, yields should go up with it. But at the moment, very, very short term, that has not been the case. They have not been going up together. So 30-year, 10-year, very similar chart. I don't know if this ascending is really going to hold. It's a bit too close compared to the 30-year. But yeah, it should actually act as a bit of a curl point. So 30-year, 10-year, 2-year, I could add one there too. I expect a bit of a curl soon for the for yields, maybe start to go back up. Will that coincide with some DXY strength? Now, with all that said, look at gold. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Best close ever. This little, yeah, this absolute reversal here intraday and then basically ends up being a pretty bad close. Not the worst, not as bad as this one here, which by the way recovered, went sideways, and another breakout of the descending. I don't feel like gold will do that this time, where it'll just go down and take a long time to just sort of consolidate before going higher. I feel like we're going to go higher quite quickly. So I think all it takes is really a close above 2,200, but definitely a close above 22, whatever this high is. Then we just keep going up. And I don't know where we're going to go. I'm not doing a Fibonacci to test it. I just maybe a big round number, maybe 2,300, 2,500. Maybe it does depend on the DXY and yields. But gold is just in a super bullish mood. It's going up despite DXY strength. So really, it's just amazing. I'm not going to really say much more. We're all just watching it in awe. And this is in all currencies. The DXY, the US dollar is really the last currency to give way to new all-time highs. Silver, though, look at that. It should be all the way up here. I mean, it should be at like 30 or something by now, but still underperforming. I think if we do get gold going to 22, making new all-time historic intraday highs, you should get silver like testing this 25.5, 25.6 range, maybe eventually testing 26. But I think once you close above 26, and it will happen on the march to 2,500 in gold, silver one day will close above 26. And when that happens, that's it. That's the promised land. I reckon silver will then start to take over, pick up the baton and say, okay, watch this, hold my beer. to gold, and then silver will start doing this move to 27, 28, some back and forth, but really start to outperform where, when gold's up 0.5%, 1%, silver's up 4%. Those days need to come back. So silver's still really underperforming, but any day now, and I think it's when you hit 26, it starts to take over. The miners, though, they were not underperforming. I mean, silver really is the biggest underperformer out of the gold, silver, and the miners. The miners did very well today. GDXJ, look at this close at just under 38. It would have been better if it was above 38, but I believe it took out this high and definitely a way better close on a daily basis. So next up for the GDXJ should be pretty much 5% move to 40, maybe a bit more. 40 is a number you want. Even just closing below 40 is better than all of these. So it's probably sufficient to close like above 39.5. But you really want that big round number 40. So 38, then 40. GDXJ looks amazing. Close a high of day. Some of them really, really amazing. Some of the stocks. Now, GDXJ did better than SILJ because silver didn't do as well as gold. But SILJ still had a nice day. And look at this day before, by the way. The last 3 days has just been, the open was good. We sort of moved up a little bit, but the close was at low of day. So the last, basically since Monday, I mean, no, Friday because of that DXY strength, but Monday, Tuesday, really bad candles. But today was a beautiful, refreshing opposite day. It's just open, not a low of day, but close a high of day. And it's all about the close. So SILJ good, but not as good as GDXJ because of silver. And GDX did even better than GDXJ. We had quite a few seniors doing quite well. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, close. Pretty much it's at 31 or just below 31. It doesn't really matter. We're closed above this high of day. So damage is done to the upside. And now we've got another, a little 5% move towards 32.5. So basically 5% move more. And then we've covered the next length, right? We've hit the next resistance. And then it's all about the bigger move. 36 for GDX. GDXJ will be, by then you're hitting descending resistance. GDXJ, I'm going to say, is 40, 42, really 44. And if you take it out 44, you've taken out this descending. Yeah, let's just do the next range. Let's go to the next level up here. And then after that is the really important one. And by then you're talking silver 26 for sure. And then it should all happen. It's all coming together. It's a bit slower than we expected, but I think it's making sense, and gold is really not disappointing. The miners, I don't even know where to start. I'm annoyed that I didn't get to do my portfolio update over the weekend, but MAG, for example, look at this one, horrible close yesterday. I mean, they all had pretty bad weeks so far. The open was at the high of day, the close at low of day. It doesn't get worse than that. And then today, just the opposite. It did have some good news out though. But still, these silver stocks, look at EXK. Also, another one that was hitting this resistance. And, I'm not selling. I said it since the low down here. Like, I'm looking for a bigger move. And when I'm starting to see these candles here, I think, oh, it's such an obvious level. I've had this level in for weeks. I should have sold. Well, no, I'm quite happy to have not sold, obviously, today. Let's hope it continues. But look at this, close a high of day. It looks like it wants to go to the next level. Obviously, we need everyone to play their role, silver, gold, and the miners, the general ETFs. But they're looking good, First Majestic, SSRM, which was looking really weak. Maybe the 50-minute will do here. It really needed to take out 420. This is stuff that I wanted to cover during the weekend, but look at this descending. SSRM is doing its own thing. It's kind of regardless of gold, silver, and even the miners. But look at that. It's closed above 420, which is what it needed to do. We're at 433. This looks like it wants to go up to 450. So finally, I've got a lot in this one. So I'm quite happy to see it go up finally because it was going the opposite direction. But look at Pan American Silver. Look at that close. High of day, took out all of these. Looks like we finally want to go up. This thing should be just repriced way higher. It should be already way above 17. Agnico Eagle, look at this outperformance completely compared to the others. It's taken out this high by a long shot, and it's closed a high of day. Barrick Gold, they're all beautiful. Newmont, look at that, just a little bit higher, and then it would have copied the others. I Am Gold that I bought recently, that should make new highs soon. So it's just continuation. What about Curl actually? That one must be also quite nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Finally gonna get to that 370. And then it's up to 450 in one shot. This one. It looks really nice. We just need gold to keep going up. But imagine if silver starts to perform. I mean, this is quite a nice day. That's with silver not performing. And you got a lot of silver stocks up quite a lot, 6, 7, 8, 9%. Imagine if silver actually starts to go up and 4% instead of doing its 0.5% or whatever it did today. I mean, these are serious gains, and I'm very happy to have not sold because I would have made a lot, not a lot less, but less money. Anyway, let's see. Just remember the DXY is just moments away from closing outside of its descending. Yields could curl and go back up. That could provide a little catalyst for the dollar to finally make a mini breakout, which could lead to a bit more breakout. Let's see how much damage a dollar move can do to gold, which seems to be invincible, but silver, we just need silver because, silver and the miners were underperforming gold. Well, now the miners are sort of catching up with gold. The markets were up today. Maybe that helped a bit, but now it's like silver's the last one, So if silver starts to pick up, imagine the miners. Right, that'll do. Good luck to us. And I will do definitely a portfolio update this weekend, but things are looking beautiful again, really. So we deserve it.